Yeah, you were one of the few people that recently bought my book. In fact, the second person. So I really want to know, like, how did you see the book? Whether you like it, have you read it, or how did you find it? I believe from your verbal review, other people would like to purchase as well.
So yes, I was sort of going on Amazon and then I ordered get a book. So yeah, it's a book. I ordered read some part of the books of the book, and it's very like educative, especially for people living with asthma. So I really like it, and I have some questions that I want you to answer.
Oh, that would be nice. I'm very, very happy to answer any question. You can go ahead.
So my first question would have to be like, what really inspired you to write this book, Breath Unbound?
Yeah, looking back when I was doing my master's, I was actually thinking on what to do to really contribute, especially to the community, and because I was doing public health and in terms of health promotion. And at first, yeah, like just being an author wasn't in my mind, but I decided to do some humanitarian work, which is I became part of some NGOs, I volunteered, and then I attended a lot of health conferences. So there I got inspired from people personal stories, how they formed an NGO or company or business and stuff like that. I got inspired. And then I wanted to do something, and I felt like, what kind of health problem can I contribute towards? And looking at my own personal experience, me being an asthmatic, in my journey with asthma, yeah, asthma has shaped me in so many ways. And at first, it's kind of fearful. Like I see the condition to be injured or in fear. But with my ongoing experiences and my medical knowledge, I I was able to control or manage the condition well. So then I said, I can give awareness about this. So the fact that I travel a lot, I wanted to actually make it like a travel guide, asthma travel guide, because I know as an asthmatic, you will always like to be in your own comfort, or you would like to be in your own comfort zone because you are thinking of, oh, what if I leave and go somewhere else, I may have the next episode, I may have the next attack. But um, with time, as you have confidence over the condition and you are better able to contain it, see that you can just your mind can just tell you to leave and go wherever at any time, and you will not have an attack or an episode. So I decided to make this into an awareness, but then with just asthma travel guide, it won't reach to the audience that I wanted to reach to. So I said, but then I started to write pieces of papers, just write, just write, just write. Every time I have chance, I have free time. But when I started to write the pieces of paper, it just piled up, piled up, piled up, and I'm like, wow, this can be a book. And that's how I started to do a lot of editing, and then Breath Unbound came about. I hope it's
Nice.
clear.
Yeah, it is. But my next question is, why you decided to name the book Breath of Bone? Why you decided to give it this name?
Yeah, it's kind of metaphorical because with asthma, you it's it's impossible for you to breathe unlimited because you already have challenges breathing.
Mhm.
But when you have the mindset that you can live fully, you can breathe deeply, and you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish in this life,
Mhm.
you will see that breathing will be so easy, like you are breathing unlimited. So that is the sense of the title.
Oh, okay, nice. Um, my next question is, what set this book, Breath Unbound, what set it apart from other like health related books, and
You
why you really want your reader or your audience to achieve from it?
Yeah, that's a very good question because when some people see the title of the book, they will be like, ah, this is about asthma, so this is a health book. It's only for people who are in the medical field. But it's actually not. It's because it talks about the physical aspects of asthma, but it also it, it discusses the emotional aspects that comes with asthma because there the writer talks about the fear of the unknown, like in chapter 3, and in
Mm,
chapter 1 it also discusses the invisible barrier. So it's like something, asthma was like something that was preventing you from going out with friends, from um going to school, or like every time you leave the house or you leave home, you will have an episode, you have an attack. But
mm,
with time, as you gain more confidence, then you start your attacks start to be limited. And with the psychological aspect, you find out that whenever you have it in your mind, is already in your head, that if I go into dust, or if I go into this community that I know will trigger me, it will actually trigger you. But if you try to put your mind at rest, you will find out that these things will not always happen if you do those things, especially with careful planning and preparation. Is it clear?
okay. Yeah, it is. And then I do have another question, like because like most of like for you and I, we know we from Africa, and then like we both asthmatic, as you can as you know.
Yes.
And some people we used to have the mindset or the myth that once you asthmatic and you start to use like the albuterol inhaler, and then you kind of get like and glued to it, or you get addicted to it, and you don't if you don't have it around, if you have like an attack,
I
you're
understand what
gonna
you
die, or something going to happen to you.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, what is the mindset as we read it, but what are some of those myths that you think, you think some of those myths or the idea that those things that we believe before, you think when we read it, but will be able to help like the readers
It will.
to kind of like get rid of it?
Yes, it will actually help because, like, living with asthma in Africa is just something so different.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've experienced it, you as well. Um, we have a lot of myths. Like, for example, when I was having asthma, or when I was developing asthma in Africa, they always tell me, don't use the inhaler. Don't make the inhaler get so used to you. Because the day you leave, you forget about the inhaler at home, um, that day will be like you're going to die because you will not get it when you need it, and there will be no other help available. But it's not always the case. The thing with Africa, most of the inhalers that we use there, it is only salbutamol or Ventolin, which is short acting. It's only for short acting when you have the attack. But the corticosteroids inhalers, I can show you one. This is what I use. And with this one, it's like two in one. So it has corticosteroid, it also has short acting combined. So it can prevent attacks, and it can also stop the attacks when is already happening. But with the it's very expensive. So most of the pharmacies and the public hospitals don't have it. So they only give people the salbutamol, and for that reason, if you only have that, it will not be able to help you much further as you can. But that myth with inhalers, even a baby A baby who has just been diagnosed with asthma today can use an inhaler and nothing will happen to that baby. And it's more safer than the medication because the corticosteroid medications, they have a lot of side effects. But what the inhaler does, especially if you use it with the aero chamber, it goes straight to the lungs. And
Yes.
if it goes straight to the lungs, it will only work there. But for the medication, it passed through the intestines and everything to be metabolized before it can work. So you have a lot of side effects.
Mhm. Yeah.
So is that all of the questions?
Yeah, thank you so much. I will continue to read your book and I will also continue to like tell some other people to be able to purchase the book because it kind of like if you read a book, you really kind of understand that no like condition should prevent anyone from pursuing their dreams or doing living their life the way they want to live it and all that kind of stuff. So the book is very unique, and I would like to like encourage like everyone to kind of like get a copy. You can get it from Amazon and it's free shipping,
Yeah,
so it's $15, and you can also if you're in Africa and you don't have Amazon, you can also get it from you can also get it from Amazon, but you can use the ebook one, which is $8 on the ebook. So it will just like go directly on your phone. But yeah, I
yeah.
just decided to support a sister here. So thank you
Thank
for
you
the book,
so
Fenia.
much, my sister. I really do appreciate it. And the
Mm-hmm.
message that we really want all of our listeners, our readers to take from this book
Mm-hmm.
is you don't need to have asthma in order for this book to be for you to read the book. No, this book can inspire you. It can inspire you despite you not being an asthmatic. It resonates with people who just need something to motivate them. It resonates with people who just need that sense of belonging. It
Mm-hmm.
resonates with people who just need a community to share their experiences in. And we will also be opening a Facebook page entitled Asthma Support Network. That it will also be on Instagram and on TikTok. That page is just about anyone that is living with asthma, anyone that is taking care of someone that has asthma, or if you just want to be inspired, or you
Even
just
if
want
your
to,
friend
or you
has
have a
asthma, you
friend,
can
or
also,
you have
yeah.
whosoever that is going through this condition, you are
Mm-hmm.
free to join the page. Or
Mm-hmm.
just with adventurous content. You are also
Yeah.
free. And this is not only the book that we will be having, as you can see, is small. I made it like this because it only has 3 chapters for now, this one. But the whole Breath Unbound is about 12 chapters. And so the rest will come. Yeah, I'm still writing. I'm still doing it. The reason I did it like this is because I want it to be so easy that you can just read it within few hours. You can just read it within minutes and get the concept. Because I want people to read to the end. So I urge all of you to please get a copy. The link is in my bio. I will really appreciate it that people read this book. It's very beneficial. Thanks so much for
Thank
listening
you.
and have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Mm.